Alright guys, welcome back to Mopfly Mafia. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. It is June and I'm in New England doing some fly fishing. I'm at a spot I know pretty well. Probably gonna hit all my favorite little holes on this stretch of the river. I don't usually catch a lot of fish here, but the fish I do catch are usually pretty good size. So I'm gonna start out right here at this hole. I'm gonna try to get a cast just coming right down the inside of this fast water. There we go. Nice fish, nice fish. Oh my gosh. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Hit like a freight train. It's taking me down. Ooh. Okay, this is good. There's shallow water down here at the end of this run. Nice bow. Nice. All right, guys, that's the first run I fished. Probably only casted 5 or 6 times. I thought it was a lot bigger fish than it actually was, but still put up a good fight. So here it is. Beautiful rainbow. All right, gonna get that fish released and see if we can catch a big brown next. All right, let's get another one. All right, I'm back after releasing that rainbow. It's only been a few minutes. I think that fish probably blew the spot up, but I'm gonna cast just a few more times here. I feel like there's gotta be some more fish. Had a nibble. Try a few more casts up here. Nice brookie. Oh my goodness. Completely lost control of that fish. All right, that was cool. So a few casts later, a little bit further up in the hole, got a nice brookie. He was in the fast water too, so seems like maybe because it's early morning, I'm not sure, but the fish seem like they're really concentrated into this pretty fast stuff. So I'm gonna do a couple more casts up at the top of this hole and then move on to the next one because it has some similar water to this. So see you at the next fish. Is that a fish? Oh my goodness. I thought I just yoinked a fish out of the depths. That was a pink lady slipper flower. All right, there's at least one fish rising. There was one rising, I don't know, probably 30 feet in front of me, but one just rose right in front of me right here, within 10 feet. So I'm gonna try a bow and arrow cast right into my finger. That one rose way out there. I think they're like cruising all around. That was a nice rise right in front of me. I'm gonna try to sneak in. Oh, I think I had a bite. Try to hit on the dropper. How am I missing these fish? I saw him just eating it, dude. He was just chomping at it. Probably because I'm setting the hook down from downstream. Why did I do that so much? Look at this trout just right here. Get a cast in front of him real quick. Oh, what if he like sticks? Oh. Missed him. So I just took off my nymph that I've been seeing them chewing on. It has no hook on it. Got the trusty parachute tied on. Parachute Adams. Just like that. First cast. Ooh! Oh, I snagged him. That's why he's fighting so hard. Poor brookie. Guess he was getting hooked either way. Beautiful fish. I had a bunch of bites. I'm gonna move on. I might come back to this spot towards the end of the day. All right, so we are downstream. The river really starts to widen out and slow down. I'm seeing a lot of stuff rising right here. I think it's a bunch of brookies. I've also got just tons of suckers. They spawn up here, and they're still here. They were spawning a couple months ago, but I see a bunch of brookies just staged up in here. So I'm gonna keep the Parachute Adams on and see if I can catch a couple of these fish. Okay. Just gonna ease down in here. Scare as few fish as possible. You guys are gonna be bad at me, but I'm going downstream again. That seemed like a big fish. That seemed like a big fish. Here's a little one. This branch is killing me. Nice little brookie on the parachute. Ovenbird. We're back. There's fish rising everywhere. This is awesome. Missed him. Just looking down. Straight up. Missed him. Missed him again. Shit. These little brookies, they can bite pretty fast. Probably should have let them take it maybe a little bit longer. Oh! I really can't get over there to fish on this side. I need to get a little bit closer, maybe take a couple more steps, but man, setting the hook downstream is not helping me here. But that's where the fish are. Here we go. Got him. So awesome. Whoa. still rising right there. Time to catch more brookies. Here's a fish right here. Right here. 3, 2, 1. There's a lot of fish in here. There's my net. Ooh, it's a brownie. That's cool. Huh. What if that's a wild fish? Look how small it is. Fish I do catch are usually pretty good size. Check it out, guys. First brown of the day. Little guy. And just like that, we've had brookies, browns, rainbows. I've seen a couple of rises over here that are a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna just keep catching these fish and see what I can get. Doesn't get much more fun than this. Just dry fly eat after dry fly eat. Oh, missed it. Here we go. Eat it again. Eat it again. Couldn't resist. Oh, and he's gone. That was a brookie. He destroyed my fly. Alright, got another items on. Let's catch another fish. Oh, missed him. Oh, lost him. Alright, there's a couple other fish rising right up in front of where that other one was that I just missed. There it is. Yes. Woo. Missed him. Got him. That was so cool. Saw him come up and feast on it. Another brownie. Ooh, he's got teeth. That little brownie tore my finger up. I'm bleeding now. Hit some pretty sharp teeth for a little guy. All right, I've been sneaking into position. There's 2 fish at least underneath this branch still feeding. And there's 2 more actually out here in this flat stuff. I'm gonna try to get one of these that's right here under the tree. Oh, why'd I do that? Why did I do that? All right, there's a feeding frenzy in front of me. Literally all over my flies that are rising. All right, the parachute Adams is back on. So now we can catch fish. There we go. Oh, he came off right at the net. All right, there's a bunch more fish still here. Let's try it again. go. Got him. No dilly-dallying with you, mister. It was a nice fish that just jumped right there. Little guy. All right, it's getting close to noon now. I am now heading down to a deep pool. I'm probably gonna try to do some Euro nymphing. Little brookie. No. Look at that. Big old chub. That's cool watching him come and get it. I thought it was a brown trout, honestly. That's a big boy. All right, I'm at the deep hole. That's as far as I'm gonna walk today. There's a rainbow right down here I'm gonna try to get to. If I don't spook it. Rejected. Oh, there we go. Nice. Stay down, stay down, stay down. How am I gonna get this fish? That was so cool. Came up and rejected it twice and then just couldn't resist. All right, guys, that's gonna be the last fish of the day. Pretty good way to cap it off. Got another little rainbow, kind of ended the same way I started. So I'm gonna start heading back up to the truck. It was a great day. The weather was beautiful. Had lots of flies coming up off the surface of the water, lots of fish rising. I think we ended up catching fish on streamers, nymphs, and dries. We caught brookies, rainbows, browns, and even a fall fish too. Or actually I think it was a creek chub. So not too bad. It was a pretty fun morning. So I'm gonna head back, get some lunch. I'm starving, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next video. Got a nice splinter when I jumped down from that tree. Didn't even feel it. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.